Hello everyone. Today is the big reveal of my laundry room. Now unfortunately I forgot to take some pictures except for one. I don't know why I did that, but this is the before when we looked at the house. So this is everything from the previous owner. Just wanted you to see how it looks. And I do have a picture here of the countertop a little bit closer with before I got started. At least I got this one picture done. So now here is the product that I used for my countertop. I got this from Amazon. I do have the link down below for this if you're interested, and I think it comes in another color. This is the one that I chose. And this is everything that you get in the kit. So basically all you really need is a paint tray and of course some tape, painter's tape. First thing I'm going to do is look at the instructions. I have never done this before. So I want to make sure I do everything where it tells me to prep it. I'm going to roll on the primer like it tells me to, and then it tells you how to sponge on the minerals. Now I do have my painting sped up just a little bit here. And the first thing I'm doing is I'm just doing all my cutting in with the sponge brush that comes in the kit. And I did find out that if you don't have this backsplash on here, it would be so much easier to work with, just a flat surface. Now you just want to get the best coverage that you can with your coat. I think you only put one coat on of the black. So now that I get all this cut in, I'm going to be using the roller and roll the rest of it on. And it does tell you to work in a 2 foot by 2 foot section. And when I ordered this on Amazon, there's an actual video that will show you, a little more professional how to do this that you would want to watch. And then I'm just going to use the roller on the side here. You could probably use the sponge brush too if you wanted to. So I'm going to get this side finished up here. And then I will do the next section on the right side of the sink. Get that done. And of course, behind and in front of the sink, the little tiny section. Okay, so I've got everything done. I'm waiting for it to dry. Okay. As you can see, it doesn't have best coverage, but it's a pretty good coverage. You are going to be putting 3 colors on, so. Okay. So then you want to sponge on, and the brush that they give you, the sponge that they give you, you cut that in 4 pieces. And you just sponge it on. I think it says in there to tap your sponge on a paper towel, but I'm just doing it on my little paper plate that I'm using. And you just want to randomly make your pattern. Again, this is sped up a little bit, so as you can see, I do have a few heavy spots and some light spots. And with that, because you're only going to use 3 pieces of the sponge, with the 4th piece I cut that into 3 so I could get into the little corners and everything. As you can see, the sponge just doesn't quite fit in there. Okay, so once I get done using the big piece of the sponge, I am going to come in with my smaller piece here, and I'm going to go along in here the best I can, trying to get in the spots that I couldn't reach with the bigger piece. Again, I wish the backsplash was not on here. Not the easiest thing to try to get in there. Just going to add a little bit more on the sides here. Okay, we'll get this finished up with the first color. And also, you can use a paintbrush and dab in. They did show that on the video because as you can see, I still can't quite get in there. So I am just going to be using this paintbrush and just tapping, tapping, tapping. Just a tapping motion is all that I'm going to do. Just a bunch of tapping. As you can see, it's starting to fill it in a little bit more. Not as much black showing. And I'm going to continue to do this and get this little section done. Okay, so now this is my next color to put on. As you can see, it's a little bit lighter. I'm just going to randomly do this, and I'm going to do it the same way as I did the first color. Again, I will be using that extra little piece of the sponge and my brush to get into the corners and along the side of the sink. Okay, now that I finished with that, I am coming with the third color, which is white, and I'm going to tap this on. And they did say in the instructions that on your third color, if you still want it lighter after you're done, you just wait till it dries and you can do another coat of that. Which I did. I put 2 coats of white. I wanted it to be a lot lighter than it turned out with just this first coat. Okay, so here is how it looks now that it's done. And you know what? I actually came in with the black paint. I don't know if you can see it that well. You might see a few spots. I took an old toothbrush and I dipped it in the black paint and I did some splattering on there. You can kind of see it here and there where I did the splattering. I wanted it to have a little bit more black. There you can kind of see there. It just didn't have enough black for me. So now you wait for this to dry. I can't remember what it says. Just read the instructions. I did it the next day. I polyurethane the next day. I waited till, and it said to leave the tape on everywhere. And it comes with the polyurethane. And you know what? I should have cleaned out my foam brush, but I didn't. I threw it away after I was done with the black, and because you really need it to do this. But I actually had another sponge brush, so just either clean it out or use one that you already have. So I'm just going to go in with the polyurethane. It will dry clear. And I'm going to go and do all my cut-ins first. And then I will do the roller after that. So we're just going to cut this in. Just make sure you don't have a lot of globs in there because it will stay white. Because I think you can do like a darker kit. So, and I'm just going to use the brush to go on the backsplash here. Just continue this on. Okay. I just want to make sure I get a good coat. I will actually put 2 coats on. I can't remember if the instructions said to do that or not, but I always seem to do that when I even do my cabinets. I always put 2 to 3 coats on. Okay. Now I'm going to use the roller and just roll it on. As you can see, you can kind of see that it is the white, but again, you just want to get a good coverage and make sure there's no globs, and it will dry clear. Okay, I'm just going to keep going on here. Make sure I have a good coat. All right, so this is what it looks like after the 2 coats. Oh, and I also wanted to show really quick that these were the knobs that I did put on, and I didn't like them in here. These are the original knobs, which I do not like at all, so I decided to take the other ones off. They were left over from our previous home that I didn't use, and I'm just going to spray paint them. So I just use a thin piece of styrofoam, and I just use the screws that come with it and stick it through. And I'm just going to paint them black. That's all I'm going to do. Just going to use my spray paint. I had to wait for a nice sunny day. It's been kind of cold here. So I did get this done on a Sunday. And now I'm going to do another coat here. I just ended up, I actually did 3 coats on here, and I just used the flat black is all I used. Now before we see my laundry room reveal, I just want to announce that Antoinette, on her Antoinette's Vignettes, I am being her co-host on March 1st, and everybody's invited to do a Marching into Spring's Garden vignette. And I think Antoinette and I are both going to do 2 different vignettes for a garden theme. Like I said, everybody's invited, and I will do another reminder about this later on in the week. Okay, so you ready? Here's the door to the laundry room from my kitchen, and we're going to go in here, and we are going to see how it looks. I think this looks so much better with the white cabinets and my new countertop. The items over here on the wash machine, we are going to do some decorating on the countertops with them. Just get a little close up here. Like I said, I like how they turned out. It's not exactly the way I wanted them, but it's good enough. Now, I'm going to work over here by the lamp. The first thing I'm going to do is put some greenery over here to cover up the cord. Greenery is great for covering up lamp cords on tables and countertops. Now this piece here I got from Walmart last year, and it's for your powdered laundry detergent, but I have a glass container that I've been using for years, so I'm just going to use this as decor and set it next to the lamp. You know, you could actually put some greenery in it and look really pretty too. And then I'm just going to add my little hand soap bottle here. And then I'm going to do some decorating to the right side of the lamp. The first thing is this old seltzer bottle that I got. I got this from Decor Steels many years ago, and I think the color looks great with the countertop. I'm also going to bring in the 2 canisters over here. This is the bigger one that I use for my laundry detergent, and I do have an old scoop in there, and the other one I like to have clothespins in. Now, just a little bit over here on the left side of the sink. This canister is also from Walmart. Just have that in there. You can put some cleaning products in there, and of course just my paper towels. So let's kind of check out how this looks. I might change my powder into the other one. I don't know. Get another close-up here. Again, I wish I would have got a little more of the tan color in here, but this is okay. I think it looks great with the white cabinets. And it still coordinates. Uh-oh. Yes, we're going to fix that. Yeah, not liking that. Let's fix that. Let's fluff it up. Cover up that cord just a little bit more. There we go. And I think it blends in great with the wall color too. Now here's another piece that is from Walmart, and I just put my dryer sheets in here. I just love these pieces. They're just so cute. I'm going to set this over here by my basket on the dryer. And I have this basket here to kind of hide the connections. It's kind of beat up. It's old. I need to replace it. Leave it there for now. And I got this cute little lint box here. It's magnetic, and I got that from Amazon. I do have the link below there. Unfortunately, I have this huge gap, really ugly. Don't know how to disguise this. The problem is, I've never had a house before where your washer connection is on the right and your dryer is on the left. So my husband had to run the vent back here, and so we can't push it back further. And I put my little cabinet here. I don't know if I want that there or not, my little table. I'm just testing it out first, so I haven't decorated it. And I did do some decor on the top. I love this fluff and fold sign. I got this from Amazon. It's metal. I do have the link down below. It's really large. Let's get up here. I actually got up on the stepladder so you can see. I have it on some wood to raise it up, but you can't see that from down below. It's for hanging, but I didn't want to hang it. And this is an old starch wooden box that I got from an antique store many years ago. And this little spool thing I got from Hobby Lobby a few years back. It was actually green, and I painted this way and distressed it. And this is my very first rooster that I bought. I actually got this up in Estes Park. That's where my husband and I went on our first wedding anniversary, and it was in a kitchen shop downtown. And I just had to have it. Fell in love with it, and that started my rooster collection. The washboard is from an antique store, and I actually found this old iron at a thrift store. And then again, I had that other little piece, just like the other one, on that side. So I think this looks really cute up here. I wasn't going to put any greenery up here except for what is in the starch box. I think that is plenty on here. Okay, so let's check out the room one more time. Oh, and I forgot, here is that new rug that I got. It has got beige and gray and cream in it, and I think it blends great with my washer and dryer, the walls, and the countertop. This is a drying rack that I got many years ago, either from Ballard Designs or Grandin Road, can't remember. I decided not to decorate on top of that because it gets really dusty up there for some reason, so we'll leave that alone. This door here goes into a big, huge room about the size of my pantry. I'm going to do something in there right now. We just have some water and a bunch of paper towels stored in there now, so be fixing that up sometime. And I had got these vinyl decals for the washer and dryer back when we lived in our previous home, and I never put them on, so I thought I'd go ahead and get that done in here. Okay. Kind of go over here one more time. Check it all out. You know, the only thing that's really bugging me is this basket. Yeah, I got to get rid of this basket. I want something white. If I can find a white basket or just even something plastic, I think would look better. That'll be one thing I'll be changing out. Okay, well that is going to do it for the video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I don't know, I'm going to be doing some DIYs. It's going to be snowing here soon, starting tonight. It'll be really cold and snow the next few days, so I'm going to be up in my craft room. So I want to wish everybody a very wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.